If you're looking for some ideas for a family-friendly trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas, I got a few for you. I just returned from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and these are some of the things that we did and what we ate while we were there. We went in mid-October, so it was perfect season for the fall leaves. So we saw the leaves change. It was beautiful. We took a road trip to Hot Springs. So we got there in the evening time. And the first thing that we did when we got there was the Mountain View Observation Tower. It was wonderful. When you first get there, you can go up this windy road that goes up the mountain. And it makes for some great views on the way up of the leaves, the foliage, all that kind of stuff. Just getting there has some nice views. When you get towards the top, there are several viewing points. We went to the observation tower because, well, we wanted to get as high as possible. It was easy to find a parking spot. We walked in. The first floor is a gift shop. You pay to get in. Then you can go up the elevator. You go up the elevator is when you start seeing the views. Gorgeous views. My kids loved it. Just getting up there. When you get up there, there are two different levels to get on. The bottom level is more of an educational spot where along the walls they have a little history of the area there. A lot of FAQs, a lot of historical stuff, a lot of things about the town, while providing a view of outside from an enclosed area. So it's all glass and climate controlled for the most part. So this area protects you from the elements. Go up a set of stairs or up the elevator, whichever way you want from this point. And you reach the second level that you can get to. And this is where you're going to be able to go outside, feel the breeze, feel the cool air, and enjoy the leaves changing from a view all around you. It was gorgeous. We went mid-October, so we got a lot of greens, yellows, reds. I love this view. I could stay up here for hours. My kids felt the same way. And if you have some quarters, you can use this viewer to kind of get a closer view, but I just enjoyed it. What they really needed was a hammock up there because I want to just get a hammock and just enjoy the view in a hammock. The next day, we saw two more places. Another place we saw was the Mid-America Science Museum. This was amazing. If you haven't been here, if you're in Hot Springs, definitely check it out. I loved it. The kids loved it. There's so much to do in here. Before you get at the entrance is like a dino park. You walk in there. They have replicas of dinosaurs, some information about them. They're making sounds. It's very cool. My kids loved it. And when you first get inside the building, there's already activities to do. So my kids were already jumping on it. A lot of science-based things, which is a lot of fun and things that would happen that you wouldn't think would happen. Like rotating this, I didn't think that rope was going to go shoot straight up the way it did. It was pretty cool. Yes, I know it's basic physics, but I mean, still, it's cool to see. When you go outside, they have a bigger dino park, and it takes you through the eras of the dinosaurs. It will have a replica of a dinosaur. It will have some information about them, have them make some sounds that they believe they make. And it's like a hike through the trees. It was wonderful. My kids loved it. I loved it. So if you have a child that's into dinosaurs, this would be perfect. They also have large play areas. They have some dinosaur digging. They also have this net that's up in the trees and some rockety bridges. And I thought this was a lot of fun. My kids loved it too. She's over here doing cartwheels over this, and she's looking at mini stories down below her through this net. So if you're adventurous, there are some things for you to do here. They also have a cave that you could go through. It's a makeshift miners' cave, so you can get an idea of what miners went through. It's a lot of fun for the kids. You got to be able to crawl through there. It is kind of dark, but it is a lot of fun. My favorite part was actually seeing a Tesla coil and them actually demonstrating how it works and all the educational stuff behind it. I'm not going to talk too much about their presentation because, I mean, it's their presentation. You need to go see it yourself to learn more about this, but I thought it was cool. This machine, as you can hear, is very loud.
We're going to turn out our lights. We're going to test hypothesis number 2 in 3, 2, 1.
But I'm telling you, it's the coolest thing ever. You had to check this out. This part was an extra charge to see, but most of the rest of the museum was free. You have tons of activities for the kids, a lot of projects, a lot of science-based activities for them to do, and even a little area where they could build stuff and be a little creative. And my daughter, she had a blast with it as well. The third thing we did was see the Gangster Museum. I thought this was pretty cool. My kids thought it was pretty cool. My 8-year-old was very interested in it. My 4-year-old was kind of, he's 4. This may so for more of the older kids, but it talks about the history of Hot Springs and their relationship to the famous gangsters. Think of the Italian Mafia, Al Capone, John Dillinger, and a bunch of other people. And this museum is not a regular museum to where you go in, they have plaques and history about it. It is more of a guided museum. So you don't just walk in at your own pace. They take people in groups and you walk in and they're in character, dressed as if they were back in the day. So it's a lot of fun. You go into one room and they talk about the history of that era. They pick one person per room basically to talk about some of their history of that gangster, what they did, what made them famous, if they got caught, how they got caught, that kind of stuff. So the guy will tell you a little bit about it, and you watch a short video about it. You're able to view the rooms, kind of see the artifacts they have. Then they take a tour to the next room. And they kind of go down a timeline of these famous gangsters and their story, how it ties into baseball and other sports, other activities. So it's very cool and educational to do. So I would definitely check this out. I actually have some shorts about some of the places I ate at. So I'm just kind of name them here. And hopefully you can find the short that I have of that place. So I ate at DeLuca's, which is basically a pizza place. And it was delicious. Always finding local places that make their stuff in-house and not eat at those mass market chain restaurants, because I want something mom and pop or something at least local. So DeLuca's had some great, huge pizzas. And also for $10, they had a little party pack celebration thing that I did. It was a lot of fun. We have Fat Bottom Girl cupcakes. I think this is actually a chain. So, I guess I lied about not eating at chain restaurants, but you do it sometimes. But it was very good cupcakes here. So definitely check that out in general. We had Alexa's Crepes. Had some good crepes there. Ate at Bubba's Brew Sports Bar. This place was actually on the lake. So you can sit there right on the lake, enjoy the view. So you can go out on the pier, sit out the lake, eat out there. It's very cool, very fun. Very relaxed to eat out here. There's not very much bar-ish. It's more of a restaurant when you sit outside. And they have a massive menu. So there's something for everywhere. And their nachos are humongous. What you see here was a half order of nachos. Not a full order. This is a half order. So no, if you want to share something, nachos are a good choice. And you probably could share a half order of nachos with more than one person easily. Also ate the Purple Cow, which is basically like an old-fashioned diner, which was pretty cool. Good experience. Had great milkshakes. The kids loved it. And we were there for mid-October, so they had some Halloween-themed drinks, so my kids loved it. We also had a steakhouse there, and the steakhouse was delicious. I don't think I got any video of this, and if I did, I'd be playing it right now. But this place, hands down, if you're looking for a fancy restaurant to eat at, this is the place to go. Their steaks were amazing. Honorable mentions were Report Barbecue. I know this is not in Hot Springs, but we took a road trip from Texas, and this was a top 50 barbecue place in Texas on the way up there, and it was delicious. So definitely check that out if you happen to be coming from Texas and it's along your way. But that's pretty much everything we did in Hot Springs, Arkansas. All family friendly, all fun. The entire family enjoyed it, so be sure to check this out if you're going to Hot Springs. I do a lot of cruise content. I don't always go on vacations and not cruise related, so I do this every so often. But if you enjoy cruises, follow this channel because I have a lot of cruise content coming out. And when I don't cruise, I talk about that also.